Peace, love, and light, Leo, and welcome to your general love reading. If you're new here, my name is Ty, and I'm super happy to have you. Hopefully, you'll take a look around, like what you see, and hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. I truly appreciate all of the love and the support. Hopefully, you've already subscribed to the channel. You guys, if you're new to tarot and you don't know how this works, it is a general reading, which means everything won't resonate. Please take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Also, keep in mind that roles are interchangeable, so you should place yourself and everybody in your story where you know they belong, because only you know where they belong. All right, we're going to get right into your person's feelings, the person on your mind, on your heart. So hold that person here, and let's get into it. Spirit, tell me about Leo's person, the person on Leo's mind. How do they feel about Leo? How do they feel about Leo? Tell me about the person on Leo's mind. How do they feel about Leo, the world? Okay. Wow. Tell me about their intentions toward Leo. Tell me about their intentions toward Leo. Five of Swords in the reverse. Tell me about their action. What actions are they going to take toward Leo, or what is their behavior going to be like toward Leo? Tell me about their actions, their behavior and actions. Tell me about their behavior and actions. Oh, the Sun. Okay. Okay. Tell me about Leo's feelings. How does Leo feel about this person? What is Leo's energy toward this person? How does Leo feel? Ooh, the Eight of Cups crossing. Okay. What is Leo's challenge? What is the challenge in this situation? Ooh, the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Tell me about the advice. Whoa, the Chariot. The Chariot. And what is the potential out? Whoa, too many cards. What is the potential outcome? What is the potential outcome? The Five of Wands. I'm going to end up clarifying the Five of Wands. And what is at the bottom of the deck? The Strength card. Okay. Which is you, Leo, by the way. Somebody here is... Let me not get into it. let me start with the first card. All right, you guys. So the World came out as your person's feelings toward you. When I see this, I feel like they are going through some sort of realization that something is coming to a closing, right? The World is about the closing of cycles, the closing of chapters, feeling like they've been through a lot with you, or you have been through a lot with them, right? So the way that they see this situation is that, you know, you guys have gone through a lot together, with the Five of Swords in the reverse coming out as their intentions or actions. I feel like if this cycle has already ended, if you guys ended things or are in separation, this person wants to reconcile. This person wants to make things right. I feel like they're feeling the disconnect or the loss of you or the connection, and they may want to bring, with the Sun, healing into this situation. Okay, I'm sorry, the Five of Swords was their intentions. I think I said that right. Their intentions are to reconcile, to fix things. I feel like they made a bad decision, a bad choice. Something happened here that caused this ending, right? The World talks about going through, you know, literally everything, right? The World is the last card in the major arcana, and so you've been through everything. And with the Five of Swords, this tells me that there could have been, you know, some conflict between the two of you. Maybe your person, you did things that, you know, just weren't fair, or were a little selfish, okay? And also remember, I'm putting this person's energy, but energy is energy. So if this is your energy, flop the roles the way that you know they belong, okay? With the Sun here, I feel like this person does want to bring, with their behavior and actions, healing into this situation, right? It almost feels like they want to revive it, right? It's like they want to resuscitate the situation. They want to breathe life into it again, because there is love here, right? There is a connection here. But with how you're feeling, it being the Eight of Cups, I feel like you're done with this cycle. You feel like it's no longer fulfilling you. It's no longer serving you. It's no longer, it's no longer what you want, right? And with the Ace of Pentacles coming out here in the reverse as your challenge, yeah, I feel like it's, you know, you trying to overcome the fact that like this person pulled away, okay? Or maybe just feeling like, you know, this opportunity came and it didn't move forward, or it ended, and you feel like you may want to leave things as they are, right? So the challenge is overcoming that obstacle of whether or not to reinvest in this connection, revisit that, you know, with the reconciliation. With the Chariot here, I feel like there is potential for victory in the situation, but it's not going to be easy, right? Because the Chariot says the Chariot is a bumpy road, right? Yes, you will have a successful outcome, but there's a lot that you go through, right? There's a lot that the Chariot goes through, and this is about what you want. Again, having the inner drive, the inner desire, and just believing, I feel that, you know, this could turn in a positive direction. When I see the Five of Wands here as the final outcome, I feel like there's still, you know, some conflict here. There's still some like it could be inner conflict, right? With the Chariot and the Five of Wands, right? So I feel like you might feel torn, like, do I go back there again? And then the Five of Wands being that final outcome, it tells me, you know, that there's still, you know, like a clashing of egos. There's still like, a back and forth. And so, I'm sorry, I'm getting text messages, and yeah. So I feel like right now you're in a sense where it's like you're not sure whether or not to invest in this connection. With the Strength card and the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck, I feel like the underlying energy, and this is your energy, is you holding back, you protecting yourself, you feeling really challenged mentally, right? To the point where you're a little stressed out about this situation. And so, yeah, you feel the need to protect yourself because just something, you might be experiencing anxiety when you, at the thought of like re-engaging with this person, okay? Just gonna pull one more for the Five of Wands here. Can I have can you clarify the Five of Wands for the potential outcome for Leo in this situation? Can you clarify the Five of Wands? The Six of Swords, yeah, I feel like your intuition is going to lead you away from this situation. It's like you feel like you've given, you know, what you could. The situation happened, and even though there might be, you know, forgiveness here, and you know, how can I say this? Like it's kind of like, yeah, look, I'm not even angry anymore. I'm just done. And so I feel like you're over the arguments. You're over like, the push and pull, and, you know, the need to constantly protect yourself. And you're going to move away from this situation. I feel like you're going to really use discernment, and you're really going to use more so, you're going to make a head over heart decision. And, you know, move away from the trouble of this relationship. Yeah, bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. I feel like you don't want to, you know, be hurt anymore. You experience disappointment and hurt in this situation, maybe some lying, cheating, or third party. With the Four of Pentacles here, yeah, I feel like you're guarded. And the Two of Swords, it's like, nope, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm guarding myself, I'm guarding my heart, and I'm moving away from this situation. Leo, I'm going to leave that there for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please drop a comment down below. Let me know how. Give your girl a like. It helps my channel. Also, I hope you consider subscribing if you haven't already. I hope you do. If you're interested in a personal reading or following me on my other social media platforms, all of that information is going to be in the description box below. I love you all so much. Peace, love, and light.